I'm limited, and just look at you, you can do all I couldn't do.
My name is Raecine Brett. I am a single mother of a 4-year-old son named Raecine Brett. He was born June 30th, 2012. He was this tiny baby. He was 3 pounds, 15 ounces, but he was full term. And that was the scariest thing because he had to stay in the NICU for about 2.5 weeks. It wasn't long, but it was long enough for me. And I was very concerned about my situation. I didn't have a job, I was still in school, I wanted to finish. But after going through the pregnancy, I was ready. When I saw him, it was just like, oh, I'm a mom. Okay, we're gonna get things done. And it clicked right away. I didn't know how to raise a kid. I needed help. I didn't know where to go. I'm an only child of myself, so raising a boy, I had no clue how to do. And when I seen the flyers for KCSL, I was like, that's the answers of my prayers. I found that they have the healthy families, that they come to your house and help you with anything that you need. With KCSL, I found out that it takes more than just one person to help. Even if it's not family, they became family. I had learned children would never be just this little tiny baby. They will always change, and you will have to adapt for that. And they helped me adapt to every single milestone change. And any questions that I had for them, they answer right away. They also help with the crisis daycare. I love it. When I needed help with finals or a time away from my little one to grab myself together, I actually reached out to him, says, hey, I need, help with daycare. I can't afford it right now. He went there for a few hours, and I got the things I needed to get done. KCSL had taught me just work with him on where he needs to be and to bond with him on that level. And that brings us closer because he's like, mom's playing with me, mom's loving this, and I'm loving that my mom is with me. It made it a lot easier because I probably would have never done that. I never seen a kid as hyper as him, and I got a lot of answers back from KCSL saying that, oh, he's just a boy. That's what a boy does. And I was like, this is what a boy does. This is how hyper and rambunctious and outgoing they are. And they say, yes, this is how they are. He changed my life to a next degree, to the point that I wanted to finish school just for him, to have a better life for him, to show him that you can overcome anything.
People come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led.
If it weren't for KCSL, right now, I would probably be dead. I attempted suicide when I was 17. My parents were divorced when I was 8 years old. I had to transfer schools, so that was a big transition. Really mean girls ran the elementary school, had started bullying me, so that really kind of diminished my self-worth. I had no hope for my life. My mom was constantly gone with working 2 jobs. My dad had moved to Kansas City for his job, so he wasn't really in the picture. And because I was being bullied and because I had no one to really turn to, I started using marijuana and also other drugs. And I made a decision my junior year to skip school. And I was caught by the school and I was suspended. From then on, I knew that I was making the wrong decisions and I needed to get the help, which is where I came to the KCSL and went to the CRE, the Center for Restorative Education, and they really influenced my behavior to make positive choices.
Really all of our students are sort of at a crossroads when they come here. They've been long-term suspended from school. There's really nowhere else for them to go. You know, we run life skills groups, and sometimes those groups don't go as well as they're planned to go. And Carmen was one who could just come into a group of kids and she could get them back on track.
Mariah got through to me by being sincere and taking the time to be patient with me. It was hard for me to talk about my emotions. Some of the tools that helped me become a stronger individual, they were a constant support, and they showed me that there is hope, and they believed in me.
Who can say if I've been changed for the better?
I saw an ad on Facebook for Kansas Children's Service League. They had a spot for an intern, and I am giving back my services as a social work major to adolescents who have been long-term suspended. And I jumped at the opportunity because I had known the program previously. I benefited from it, so I knew that I could help benefit the program by being an intern. My family today is very close. I think my mom and I finally connected when she realized that I was in college and I was going to better myself. She always wanted me to go to college, and I had doubts that I could make it, but having hope instilled in me through my mom is what helped our relationship. I am in a good place, and that is because of KCSL. I love it. I'm so happy. And I'm engaged.
Bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those.
I raised myself, basically. I mean, my mom and my stepdad were gone all the time, so I could do whatever I did, whatever I wanted, basically. I was a single child until I was about 13. It's kind of crazy because it's been a lot of death. Me and Amber lost a son at birth, a stillbirth. After that, my grandma died of cancer when she was like my best friend, my mom, and my grandma all in one person. Then my dog died on a walk, just had a heart attack at 5 years old. And then right after that, Amber died.
But I know I'm who I am today because I knew you.
And I kept having bad news after bad news. I applied for the state to get daycare assistance, and they said that they couldn't help me unless I was working. So I was running into a lot of dead ends. I was hopeless. I had got turned down for all the government assistance, so I couldn't get a job. Suddenly, I was a single father of 2 children under the age of 2. Been raising them by myself now for over a year. So. Well, I love them. They're like my life. I just live to serve them. They're like my everything. They're my best friends. I love waking up to their smiles. I care about it more than anything. I guess when I first walked in to KCSL, I had no idea what to expect. But then, once I got to know everybody and saw how caring everybody was, the first thing I did was the Fathers Group. And when I came in, I got a lot of information. I learned a lot from the parenting class and the Fathers Group. And I wouldn't be able to be in school right now if KCSL wasn't paying for the daycare, which I know is expensive. And my kids learned so much at that daycare. McKenna can say her ABCs already is talking. Maddox is starting to talk. I mean, they learn a lot there. And just none of this would have happened without KCSL. And that's the truth, though. I'm not just saying that, that's the truth. I never thought I'd ever be in college ever in my life, ever. And here I am doing it, and I'm passing all my classes. I can't believe that. No, I'm very optimistic about the future, and maybe I'll stay in school after I can start working and do night classes just to keep getting more education. I mean, it's changed my life completely.
I knew you. I have been changed.